Hello and welcome to Module 1 of the AAM Advisory Consumer Awareness Guide video series about hiring a financial advisor. Today we're going to learn about the 5 common fears about hiring a financial advisor and how to avoid or allay them. The 5 fears that I'm talking about are: number 1, judging the integrity of the advisor you are working with. Number 2, the fear of change. Number 3, fear of giving up control of your finances. Number 4, fees, costs and charges. And number 5, proprietary products. I'll cover each of these 5 fears in depth, but before we get started, because AAM Advisory is a licensed and regulated financial advisor, we need to make you aware of the legal notices pertaining to this video series. You can read our legal notices in full by clicking the disclaimers link at the footer of our website. But for the purposes of clarity and broken down into plain English, it means that you're an adult, and as an adult you need to be responsible for your own research, your own decisions and for the actions you take. You should not, on the other hand, rely on the information presented in these videos, because whilst we are confident that the information is accurate, you shouldn't rely on it. Okay, so having said that, let's move on. The number 1 fear that most investors have when they are looking to hire a financial advisor is, can they trust them to do the right thing and to act with your best interests at heart? The good news is that there are a few simple things you can do to ensure that you find an advisor with integrity and good character. To begin with, ask friends, family or colleagues to refer you to their advisor, and make sure you ask why they chose this particular advisor. What was the defining factor in their choice? If someone that you trusts their advisor, this is a very good sign. Number 2, when you sit down with an advisor, listen very closely to their recommendations so you understand how you benefit, and make sure that if anything sounds a little vague or too good to be true, that you get a complete and utter detailed explanation. If it sounds too good to be true, the chances are that it probably is. You also need to ask how they're getting compensated for putting their recommendations into place. Because in this day and age, transparency is a must, and you don't want any unwanted costly surprises further down the line. This is important because you need to work with an advisor that has a compensation package or arrangements that aligns their interests with yours. This will be covered in depth in a later video, but just beware of its importance for now. The second most common fear that people have when hiring a financial advisor is of change. It's a fact that most people don't enjoy change, especially when it comes to investing their money, and you're probably the same. The reason is pretty simple. Time is scarce, and in most cases it's easier maintaining the status quo, even if it's a little uncomfortable, rather than making the effort to hire or change financial advisors. However, you must remember the one constantly depleting asset you have as an investor is time. This is why you must make sure that you are working with an advisor who is constantly adding value to your investments and working towards the achievement of your financial goals. Regardless of how competitive the financial services industry is, particularly in a country like Singapore. Fear number 3 is turning over control of your decisions relating to your investments. But you must understand that this fear is usually unfounded. Here's why. There are 2 capacities in which you can work with an advisor. Number 1 is discretionary. This is where your advisor makes all of the decisions on your behalf and can make changes to your investment portfolio without requiring your prior approval. Number 2 is non-discretionary. This is where all or any changes to your investment portfolio can only be made with your prior approval before being implemented. This keeps you in the driver's seat and ensures that you are kept informed of what's happening with your money and when. So, to maintain control of any investment decisions, opting for a non-discretionary capacity can alleviate this fear once and for all. The 4th most common fear when hiring a financial advisor involves fees, costs and charges. This is clearly demonstrated by the case of Vanguard, which is a well-known fund management company in the USA, which has built its empire on low fees and has done an excellent job of convincing many investors that this is the only factor that they should consider when taking investment advice. But the real question is, which is more important, fees or results? At the end of the day, fees should be compared to any added value you receive. A professional licensed advisor will strive to earn back your fees over the lifetime of your relationship with them. Through quality investment recommendations and by bringing unique solutions to helping you solve your financial requirements and needs. In our experience, fees are earned back through recommendations that have helped clients to avoid making a poor investment decision that could have resulted in the permanent loss of their money. The final fear that people experience when choosing a financial advisor is of being sold proprietary products. This is a very simple fear to lay to rest. If you have concerns about being recommended proprietary products, seek out a licensed advisor who does not have access to any. Apart from avoiding a conflict of interest, in most cases this will help you to maintain the flexibility to transfer your investments without being forced to liquidate to another company in the event that the relationship with your advisor unfortunately breaks down. Professional licensed advisors will make recommendations based on complete impartiality and what is best suited for your financial needs. So there you have it, the 5 common fears about hiring a financial advisor and how you can avoid them. Thanks for watching, and we hope that you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you. Feel free to share this video with your friends. It's really easy to do, as all you need to do is click any of the icons that you see below the video. And before we go, we'd really appreciate it if you could click the I like this icon just below, and please post a comment. We'd love to hear what you think about this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in Module 2.